So you can see this is the UI I built using entirely AI, no extra coding, just I modified the CSS and just little bit components, and that's it. The entire thing is built using AI only. So today I will show you which AI I will use to build these things, and you can see there is an authentication also. This also built using AI only, the component basically, not the backend system. So basically the AI tools I'm using for this is basically the one is DeepSeek and the other is Gemini, or you can use ChatGPT also, but I use Gemini only. So I will show you the step-by-step guide until the end, how to create and how to achieve this effect in your hackathon projects especially. Okay, so at first let's start building by basically creating a folder in VS Code. Basically I created the folder and just open the terminal. So just opening the terminal, just you can configure the React project, or you can say the backend, the entire project React. So basically I use npm package to configure this all. So I will show you how. This is the fastest way to configure the React project. Trust me guys, this is very fastest way. If you started setup manually, it will take more than an hour time. So it will set up in very less than 10 seconds. I will show you how. Sorry, package is, my bad. So this is the package name. So let it install. So it takes some time. I will pause the video. So you can see after installing, just what I will do is just I will create a code file index.js and just import a function from this basically. The function name is basically install project, and then just call the function with API key basically, and you will get the API key from the codex.in only basically, which I will drop the link in the description. You can just sign in. Basically you need to sign in here at first. I will hide the details. So basically see, you can see after login, just you will get the API key here, and if you didn't get the API key, just start with this plan basically. Just go with this plan basically. The one is expired, you can start this with this plan, and then you will get the API key. Just copy the API key and come back to the VS Code, just enter it and just run the file basically, node index.js. Now see the magic. Okay, sorry, we are using the import type module guys. You need to import basically. So now it will work, my bad. So you can see it is now setting up the project. It is asking the directory basically. Just enter the dot for the current directory, and the project name is basically UI UX for now. So now you can see how it will set up entire. You can see the magic, the front end, the back end, everything will be ready in seconds basically. Now just see the magic. Select any type of module you want. I will use basically ES module, anything but import export, not module exports are required for the backend. So you can see the backend is entirely set up now. Now it's time to front end. So just choose the framework React, JavaScript. So you can see the magic that is also ready. And the interesting thing is in the backend, in the index.js file, the CORS policy and the basic setup is also ready. Just you need to run the server. That's it. In the front end and the back end both. That much simple it is. It will install the pre-configured like Redux toolkit and Tailwind CSS also. Don't bother for that also. There is a main advantage of this tool. So you can, and this tool will be open source very quick as soon as possible. For now it is paid, but I will show make this as open source tool. Okay, so now you can see the entire thing is ready. Just update the config file, nothing but env files guys. Okay, just I will remove the MongoDB. Why? Because I will not use MongoDB. I will use Firebase, which is more preferable. If you want, you can use any database. The built-in is MongoDB only from this package. Okay, just I will remove some changes. Okay, so now start the project basically. Just go to the folder, whatever you just go to the structure, just run the folder. Okay, so you can see the entire thing, the server is ready. You can see this much quick. If you try to set up this manually, it will take a lot of time. Trust me, don't do like that. You have a tool, utilize this, especially in hackathons. Time is very important. Okay, see the front end is also ready. Now let's jump into this, whatever you can say. Let's see how it is, how it looks. So you can see it has some pre-built UI basically. Let's delete that basically. Let's clean that. Let's go to the src app.jsx. It includes all the folder structure also. You can see how much nice it is. If you want detailed explanation regarding this, you can check my another video which I will drop in the description for details. So this is the pre-built UI. Just I will delete this and just return some like hello world. Okay. So now you can see the hello world has came. So the next step, let's go to the what I can see the AI agent, and the first step is basically you can see don't use cursor, lovable, etc. models. What are the AIs now came recently, because they are not yet currently stable to build the entire projects manually effectively, guys. Trust me, this will not work. I tried a lot. Okay. So it will basically, it will set up the basic. In the upcoming time it might be ready good for projects also. Okay. The next step is, but yes, you can take the reference from these models of any particular component or any pages also. Okay, you can take the reference. Okay, so but don't depend entirely on these platforms. Okay, and the step 2 is outline the entire project UI UX using DeepSeek model. Whatever the project you want to build, just outline the UI UX, like for example how many pages it should be, what are the main pages, and how it should look. If I show you the example, just if I go to the example where I built basically, yeah, like hackathon project in the previous videos, you can see just I gave some problem statement and just I asked it to outline the UI basically. It just outline the entire UI basically. You can see just it told some main UI components like dashboard, etc, etc, it should be there, and like that you should outline basically. That is the second step. You need to outline using DeepSeek model because it is very highly trained model, that's why. And the third step is using Gemini. Take each page or each component of the project, whatever you have generated here, right? So basically, for example, it might be, this might be one page, right? Take the component, particularly this one by one, and just go to the Gemini model and generate basic UI for that component using this model. Why basic UI? You will come to know in the later. Just generate basic UI for each component. Okay. So the quick fact is DeepSeek is a good trained model at enhancing the UI rather than creating from scratch. That's why I said instead of creating scratch from the UI in DeepSeek model, create the scratch from Gemini, then enhance the UI in the DeepSeek. Why? Because it is good trained model, as I said. And the last step is basically enhance the UI using DeepSeek model to level to match the level of your expectations. For example, I will show you how to do that. For example, I will take the reference of any component basically. So for example, just Google it basically. You can Google it. Let's Google it something like pricing UI design. So you can see I got some pricing UI design. Just I will take the snap of this. Then I will go to the Gemini basically. Just I will say create a component like this using React.js and Tailwind CSS. Okay. So now it will generate. Okay, just wait a minute. So it is basically basic. Don't expect that much through the Gemini. Why? Because it is also not trained for that much for coding. That's why. So it is generated. So now let's copy this code and just go to this and just paste here. Let's look how it generated. Okay. Just a minute. Just create some extra page. Then let's import that product card. Okay. So once imported, let's go to the page and let's see how it generated. So you can see it is generated as that much good only, like how I show the, like how I shown the image, the reference, it generated like that only. Then also it is good, right? So now let's see the magic of DeepSeek here. Let's go to the DeepSeek. Let's go to the new chart and I will take the reference of this product card again. Just I will take the entire this. So I go to the DeepSeek, I will paste this and I will say create, sorry, not create, make this UI very attractive and engaging using animations, etc., but it should be impressive. So now let's see the magic of this. I added some more, like by changing the color palette, and just I added some more few extra items still, and then it generated again. Then I copied this, then I pasted here same. So after pasting here, I just modify the index.css file where animations are there. What are the animations it gave basically DeepSeek, and then just if I see how it looks, so you can see, just a minute. So now you can see it generated more attractively. You can see that it added some animations. It depends on your prompt basically, how much attractive prompt you can give, that much attractive it will generate. Basically you can see here the more attractive and like prompts gave by me, that much it generated basically. Here you can see. So it depends basically on the user also. So the end goal is you need to create the prompt engineering basically. So, and the one more thing is you can refine the subcomponents. For example, any subcomponent you might did not like, basically you can just again copy the subcomponent, then give to the DeepSeek and refine that basically to meet your expectations, and that's it. Like this you can build very quick and very attractive UI UX faster than humans basically. So like this you can utilize AI. So thank you.